on.
So these people are just live streaming this little guy over here, and they have 23,546 watchers, right?
Holy crap! Who is that?
I don't know. They're live streaming this on Reddit.
Live streaming what?
Just like this. I don't know if you see it, but
I don't see it.
It's a weasel.
Oh wait, let me get on the disc. Okay, now I can see it.
Yeah, it's a weasel, I think, right?
I can't.
I'm stupid with animals.
I can't tell.
Can someone send me the link for the Reddit?
Oh yeah, I got you. Copy. Go to Facebook real fast.
Facebook, yes. Go there.
Oh, you don't have the Messenger app?
Go down. Yes.
I do, but on the computer, you just go to Facebook.
Down.
Oh no, I have the Messenger app on the Facebook. I mean, on my computer.
Oh, I didn't know you could get it on the computer.
Yeah, I can't remember how I did it though. But yeah, anytime you guys call me, and if it'll ring both on the computer if the computer's on and on my phone, and I can just pick which one I want to answer from.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's how I'm able to like if we do Facebook calls, that's how I'm able to perfectly hear you guys and the game at the same time.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I have to do that later then.
I was about to read out a paid promotion.
Am I the asshole? Because right now G Fuel is 50% off, and
and I'm about to get that bread, bro. I'm gonna get that bread.
I came up with an idea for if someone were to hit me up and hey, here's some G Fuel or some GG juice. What flavor do you want? I'm like, I already have my flavor. I'm not sharing it because it's gonna be the best one.
What's your?
I don't know why.
Yeah, you gotta hide it. Yeah.
I don't know why I heard Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's.
Oh, GG. Yeah, because GG is another gaming energy little thing, like Glitch. Which I need to try out Glitch. How much is it? I'll keep loading about it.
Gonna give you that word.
Yes, words. Words are good.
Yeah, Glitch energy for your gaming needs.
Gaming. Okay, let me check my audios.
Launch bundle. I can get these with the trial packs.
Alright, yeah, my audios are good. I'm getting good audios.
Mew.
VIP network.
We're not live, are we?
I am live, yes. But I don't think anybody's watching right now, so no worries.
We can say the N word. We can say
no.
Niagara
Let's avoid. Yeah. Okay. Niagara Falls. Yes, that is the word.
Nope. I'm saying it. I'm saying the full word.
Don't do
Naggers. Yep. The naggers. I hate people that nag, and all they do is nag. The hell with it. They can all go to hell.
Just nag.
Of that episode of South Park when he was on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know the answer, but I don't think I should say it. Oh, well, I guess you don't want the money. He's like, okay. People who annoy me are... and they're like, it was naggers.
Oh.
They're like, when he had to apologize to the black people, it's like, so people who annoy you are the N-words, huh? I didn't know we annoy you. He's like, no. I thought that was the answer. He had to apologize by literally kissing a black man on the ass. Now apologize. I didn't like that they had him say it like that and do that motion. And like look up when he had to apologize to the black man. And he does apologize. And he slowly drops his butt and it raises back up almost like he's trying to show his ass off.
Really? He showed his ass off.
Let me see if I can find it really quick.
Oh, South Park. You crazy son
Showing
of a bitch.
Oh, that dog man.
Oh, that dog man. Yep.
No.
So fluffy.
So let me mute myself for a little bit just to make sure it doesn't say like the N-word or anything.
Yeah, I highly doubt they'll say it on public television.
You must have not watched.
You have not seen YouTube then.
Alright, hold on. Let me stop streaming this just in case, because I think the sound comes off on there too, right?
I think so. Let me mute all my sound sources for a second.
I really do hope I don't get in trouble.
Alright, who wants to go first? Because otherwise I'm going to just pick a random one.
You first. You first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go with this one that... No, wait, not that one. Where did it go? Alright, here we go. Am I the asshole for requesting my deposit back after an addiction counselor lied about not being religious-based? I, 28-year-old female, have struggled with addiction for the better part of a decade. Got clean about 2 years ago, but I felt like I was going to relapse. So I found an addiction counselor. Almost read that wrong. I'm not seeking God, nor am I religious. I explained this and was told that was understood. Yesterday I went in for my session and she asked to lead me in prayer. I said again that I wasn't religious and she said she does this with all of her clients. Don't know why that's still relevant. I shook it off and started talking about how I got into my addiction. She then asked if I ever thought of accepting God when I was younger. I said no because again, I'm not religious. She then told me that God is in all of us, waiting for me to accept him and let him help me. A base religious recruitment speech. I thanked her for her time and left. When I got home, I requested my deposit, $50 out of $100 back. I was told that I was being unreasonable and that I wasted her time. I asked my partner, but they couldn't decide whether I'm being an asshole here. Am I the asshole?
So, she specifically asked for a non-religious like session, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was like a rehab thing?
Yeah, so basically it was for like a rehab counselor. And she wanted somebody who wasn't like religious because she's not a religious person. So she asked for, someone non-religious and everything like that. For she's not religious, but instead she still got somebody who was religious. And even though she was telling her, like, hey, you should like pray and do all this type of stuff, she's saying, no, I don't want to pray, nor do I want to accept God because I'm not religious. So even though she got all of that, when she went home, she wanted her deposit back, which was $50. But
yeah,
I guess that they're telling her that they're being unreasonable and they're wasting their time because of it.
No, I think she's being reasonable. She specifically requested for a non-religious session. The woman immediately starts with, God will forgive your sins, child. And then, she's like, yeah, no, this is not what I signed up for. And then just left. I think, just like, trying to get refund for a bad hotel, I think that should totally be legal.
Yeah, it's like, if I order a burger, if I say no lettuce and tomatoes on my burger and you still give me lettuce and tomatoes on my burger, like, yeah, I could just take them off, or you could literally just give me my burger with no lettuce and tomatoes. You're over here wasting resources.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Here's my half of the story.
Is this about when you used to be addicted?
Alright, guys, I'm gonna come out now. I used to be a hair addict.
A hair addict?
I can see it.
I used to go out and find bunnies and, kill them.
Oh, hair! I thought you were talking about like hair. I thought you were gonna go like, oh yeah, I used to steal Barbie dolls and cut off their hair and make my own personal wig.
Jesus. No.
Wait, but you're
that's where this was going.
But you're okay with killing rabbits?
Oh, rabbits. Okay. All right. Time to get to
Mine was the safe one. Mine was about Barbie dolls. His is about killing a little animal.
Jesus Christ, little psycho.
Anywho, enough with the psychotherapy. Thank you. I'm gonna agree that she was unreasonable. Only for the simple fact is we all know that time is money.
Yeah.
And for one thing, she says in the post, so I found an addiction counselor. So she found this counselor. Yes, she told them that I am not religious, nor am I looking for religious, recruitment spiel.
Counseling, religious counseling, yeah.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm only here for counseling. She should have done her homework better. She should have looked for reviews. She should have done this. She should have gone further into it. Looked maybe for reviews or past patients. Like, I don't know, something. Because, you're talking about someone's profession. And, yeah, you literally went and, to this office, whichever professional doctor you look for, or counselor, and you basically sat there for a session. No matter how minute or short of a session it was a session. It's kind of like one of those situations where you have a person go into a store and says, I would like to purchase a muffin. Purchases the muffin. Eats half of the muffin and says, oh, I didn't like the muffin. I would like to exchange the other half of the muffin back for another one. That doesn't work. That just doesn't work. No. You get what I'm saying?
The problem with that example is that it doesn't really fit with this. If anything, taking what you just said is, if I go to a bakery and I say, can I have a muffin? And they say, oh yeah, sure, but they give me a cupcake. Now I didn't see, and I told them that, hey, I wanted a muffin, and they're like, well, here's this, and I bite into it and I don't like it. It's like, here, I want my money back because I wanted a muffin, but you gave me a cupcake, and I don't like the way the cupcake tastes. That's how I'm seeing it. So taking from your example, it doesn't fit with this because even she even told her, like, hey, I didn't want nothing religious, and she explained it to her, and the lady said, oh, okay, I understand. You don't want nothing religious, but still pushed the religious instead of her herself canceling. Either one of the two could have canceled, in which neither one did. So I fault both of them, because both of them pretty much ended up wasting their time. But the thing is that this is someone who is supposed to be doing her job professionally. So with that, the customer who's paying for it has it to where she's paying for a session that's non-religious, and this religious person is still giving a session religious. So if anything, that to me feels as though it still deserves a refund for it, because you're paying for something that you didn't want, but yet that's what you got stuck with.
Yeah, you first.
No, well, again, I totally agree. Like, it's kind of on both sides. Counselor was, overstepping the boundary and should have kept it professional. And again, the person that was searching for the counselor didn't do enough research when she found the counselor. But still, she went for the session. You just don't go into a doctor's office and say, I want to be looked over. Oh, I don't like how this doctor treated me. Give me my money back. No, you already went there. He took the time where he could have been looking over other patients. Regardless whether if it, like in this case, religious or not, regardless, the person took the time to give you either their opinion medically or I can't say the word, oh my god.
Psychiatric?
Yeah, like on a professional level to give their opinion. It just both ways. It's on both. No, she's not an asshole, but she should have done further things. So in the end, no, she's not an asshole. I should have just said that.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I would have created more to like, cause you guys were kept using like food as an example, like a person that provides food as a service. This isn't really food; it's more counseling. Which
the food is used as an analogy of how you're supposed to do things in a setting of business. So
yeah.
I paid for a counselor that's non-religious. I paid for a muffin but got a cupcake still. I still got a religious counselor.
Yeah, it's like you're paying for a service and then they provide the wrong service, so you're wanting a refund because you were given the wrong service.
Yeah, so that's why we use that as an analogy. Not as like the actual thing, but as an analogy of paying for something but not getting what you want.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also as another example, which would be on to her being the asshole, would be like, if you go into like a contracting job and then they want like this specific contract done, like maybe they want their shower redone a certain way, and then at the end of the whole job they end up saying, we didn't like it, we're not paying you. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like they're the asshole in that example, because it's like, I did all the work, I made your shower, gave you the counseling you asked for, but you didn't like it.
Yeah, that's a better analogy.
But I need payment for the, it depends on the amount of effort of labor towards the product. Go ahead.
Now, the only problem with that analogy is, again, it doesn't fit this, just like how with Josh's. That's why I made sure that you understood. But just like with your analogy, I told him, I want a blue shower, all right? I want my whole bathroom done in blue. They come in, and they paint it all red. If they painted red when I told them I wanted blue, I paid for blue, but I still get red, then of course, if I'm going to ask for my money back, I don't see that as an asshole move. You told them, they said yes, they understood, but yet they still did the opposite.
No.
Legally, in that situation, though, like, you still have to pay them. I'm just saying, like, legally.
Because no. Legally, you don't have to pay them because of the fact that you paid for this service but got something else. That's why we have it to where with the refund services and such like that, you guys got to go over it and look at it, but when you pay for a service and you don't get that service, you are entitled to your money back. Even
with like a contracting job like that?
If they're not doing it the way that they're supposed to, then yeah. So like, say if you had it to where you're building a home and you tell them, this home I want 2 bedrooms, and wanted to have bathrooms.
Yeah.
But instead, they built 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Then it's like, that's not what I asked for. So you guys have to either tear it down, start all over, or give me my money back. And by law, they'd have to do one of those 2 things. They'd have to give me money back or tear it down.
Apples to oranges now, though. Like the one said, like you asked for a blue bathroom, but they give you a red. That's apples and oranges. Like what we're trying to get the idea around is, you ask for a blue, like maybe a specific type of blue. You ask for a dark blue.
Yeah, and then they use a light blue.
Yeah, they give you a baby blue. It's like, no, I don't like that. I want a dark blue. But and they said you asked for a blue.
Yeah, and it's like, I already made it. Or in this, to go back to the thing, it's like, you asked for therapy, I gave you therapy. I'm sorry that I said the word God and you didn't like it. But, I mean, I still agree that the woman is not an asshole, because with therapy, it's not like a physical labor that requires a lot of prep work and a lot of pre-buying, like, like a contracting job.
Yeah, you have to go to several counselors. Like, not every counselor will fit every person. You have to go to several counselors until you find one that you feel comfortable with, that you can express everything, and that takes, like in this case, I'm not religious, and find that counselor that, of course, doesn't give you the religious spiel that this specific counselor gave to the lady.
I think the question is she entitled back to that money, and does that make her an asshole or not? And, I think with a counseling service, that, I think she should get her money back, only because apparently she left early in the session, right?
Well, it doesn't say if she stayed the whole session or left early.
Okay. Well, then I don't know. I don't think she was being that much of an asshole. But if it was some other job, then, I would change my answer. But because it's just a counseling thing, I think that she's not making it that big of an asshole. Although, I do agree that she should have done more research before even attending the actual session. I do agree on that.
I'm going to change my opinion. So I think she is an asshole, just for the simple fact she doesn't really clarify if she stayed for the full session or only stayed for a portion of it. If she stayed for the full session and is asking for her money back, yeah, she's an asshole. Yes, definitely. But if she only stayed for a portion of it, then by all means, refund. She's not an asshole. It's within her. But if she stayed for the full session, she's an asshole. You stayed for the full session.
You ate the whole cupcake.
Then that puts a question in my head, because then it's like, okay, you paid $50 for the deposit. How many sessions are you getting within the entirety of the payment and such like that? Because now, if the $50 is a down payment for, $50 out of 100, how many sessions is that? Because if it's more than one session and she left out and canceled out on it, then that means that, she would be in the good. Because, even if she had stayed for one full session, that's one full out of 7. Unless this is literally $50 for this deposit of this session, and then it's a whole $100 for one session.
Yeah, with the price that counselors go, I think $50 is one session. That's just one day. Probably 1 hour. Yeah. Because otherwise it'd be a lot more. They pay a lot for their time. Depending on the quality of the counselor, of course. But anyway, we can go to another one. I think we all agree that she was not being that big of an asshole, just sort of arguing the semantics of how much therapy costs as a labor.
Yeah.
I kind of see it as she's not the asshole, but the person she was counseling was. She
but
told
counselors
that she wasn't religious, but still.
Counselors are assholes in general, though. That's part of being that job. Just like lawyers. If you're a lawyer, you're probably an asshole. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you a story, a quick story about myself. I don't care what people think. Honestly, don't care.
Okay.
I went to a session when I was in, when I had issues, and I went to a session and paid for the session, and this counselor was weird. Weird. I mean, in the sense that he would speak to himself.
Like have an internal monologue? Or like crazy person speak to themselves?
So I went in, sat down, like the office was normal, you know, it wasn't out of the ordinary. It's like, all right, this looks like a typical counselor / therapist office. Yeah, it's like, all right, this old man comes out and, you know, there's no one else there. There's no one else there. And he's like, yeah, okay, you know, well, thank you. I heard about it. You know, take a practice. Oh, yeah, I'll print this out, you know. Like, who are you talking to? I'm just sitting in, like, you know, in the corner, just like looking at him.
He's just like, you don't hear them? The demons?
The demons. You don't hear the demons.
I was like, oh my god. I got scared, I left, and oh god, I went and searched for another counselor. And, you know, I stayed for the full session because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It got even weirder because when he was giving me his opinion, and he was like, yeah, you know,
it got weirder?
It got weirder!
Oh my god!
So it's like, you know, I literally just, you know, paid for the session and didn't go back. I was like, oh my god.
My goodness.
Anyways, let's search for another one.
I got my next one lined up.
I got one. Am I the asshole because I wouldn't duck down on a roller coaster so a family could have a family picture of just them?
Were they excluding you out of the family?
No, I think it was someone else's family, but continue.
I was on a roller coaster. I guess if you can consider it that. It's one of those water rides that have tracks to pull it. Anyways, the boat fits like 6 people in it. And I was with a family of 5. I was in the back, and when we were going up to the top, they asked me to duck down, as when we're going straight down, there will be a photo, and they wanted a family photo. I'm not sure if it's against the rules. I think I would have been safe if I did it, but I really just didn't want to, and I felt like I shouldn't have to duck for them, so I said no. The parents kept arguing with me, telling me to duck so they can have their family photo, and they called me a spoiled brat. I told them to go fuck themselves, and then we started going down. This is where I may have been the asshole. I flipped off the camera, and I made a funny face with my tongue out. Holy shit. When they looked at the photos, they were livid, saying I ruined their opportunity to have a nice family photo. They asked where my parents were, and I told them to get lost. Their kids were just laughing their asses off. I'm not sure if they bought the photos or not. The dude who operated the photo said I was immature and I need to grow up. Am I the asshole?
Now, the only problem with that is that you can literally request the ride. Like, you can, like, or at least that's how it was with, like, Disneyland, Six Flags, and Knott's Berry Farm. You can request that, oh, can we just have the family go in so we can do a family photo? So I don't know why they didn't do that, or if they didn't even know they can do that. But if they knew that and still asked this guy to do it, then I would say he is no asshole at all. But aside from that, he was honest about, like, he didn't want to do it, he didn't feel like it. Then y'all wait until, like, somebody else who's cool with it, because now you're making someone drop their experience just so that you guys have a better experience.
Mind you guys, there is an inclination that this person might have been a child, or at least underage, because at the very end, and I quote, it says, they asked where my parents were.
Oh,
so remember that.
You guys are asking a kid.
Yeah, keep that in mind. And that the dude that was operating the photo says that this person was immature and needed to grow up. So I am assuming from just those lines in the story,
yeah,
that this person was either, a adolescent, not a adult.
Probably.
I'm guessing he's around
yeah.
16.
Let's say 14.
Like somewhere around that age.
Maybe 14, 15, 16. I don't know many kids that would go with just, a random family, tell them to fuck off, and pull the bird at a photo, stick out their tongue, and they lost. I don't know that many, kids. A teenager? Definitely. Like 13, like ages 11 to 16, definitely.
Definitely. They would have a ball. But, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I still think he was being a little bit of a brat, though.
Yeah, he was being a little bit of a brat, but that's only because it escalated. Like, he said no, and he didn't want to do it, but then they were insulting him and everything else like that, so he was like, well, fuck you guys then. It's like, don't poke the bear.
True. They were being a bit of an asshole, too, and he took it to another level.
Yeah, they could have just accepted the no and then took an almost decent one versus, oh, fuck this kid. You're a piece of shit. That's what you guys did. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck you guys and your family photos.
Yeah, I think this kid is probably an asshole in all the best kind of way, though.
Yeah.
He's the best kind of asshole. You're like, get yours, kid.
I would have done worse, so... if I would have done worse...
What would you have done, Greg?
Shit, I would have grabbed some of that water and splashed him in the fucking face with it.
But like...
I would have looked for the dirtiest part of the water and be like...
Splash.
Wouldn't that
either that or I would have moved.
With water?
Probably. But if I'm a teenager, they're not going to really charge me all that much, really.
They'll probably kick you out and ban you from the place, but I digress.
Yeah.
Be worth it.
People say things, when they ban you as a kid, they'll forget, because I'm technically supposed to be banned from the Waterman Discount Mall because of my little brother. My little brother had it to where at the Waterman Discount Mall, he hit a machine because he lost, and my brother has rage whenever he loses in video games, so he kicked the machine, and the next you know, the machine drops $3 in quarters. He was like, holy shit. He comes up to me, he's like, yo, this machine gave me $3 in quarters. I was like, the fuck, why did he do that? He's like, I kicked it. I was like, what the fuck? So then he was punching it and kicking it, and he got $20 out of there, and the security came up on us.
Dude, $20?
Yeah, and I was like, you might not want to be doing that. So I went over to another machine, and I just paid attention to playing that while he was bunching the thing, getting $20 out. The security came over, took him, and it was like, where are your parents? And he's like, I don't know, but my brother's over there.
No!
And they took me, you know, like, you two are forever banned from here. And then they gave us a police car ride home.
Really?
And we had to explain what happened from there. Yeah, that was the first time I was ever in a police car.
They gave you a police car ride home. Wow.
Yeah. And we were only across the street, because we were at those apartments that are across the street from the mall, from the Walmart Discount Mall, that, the projects there, the yellow ones that used to be there, but then they, you know,
now they're
those
gone.
and all that.
Yeah, they're gone now.
Yeah, we used to live right there, so they literally was like, where do y'all live? We were like, across the street over there. My brother got his ass whooped. I got just popped on the hand, in which they're like, you need to keep a better eye on him, make sure he's not doing that. I was like, hey, I told him not to do it. You want me to go to jail for public assault and battery, or would you rather it's just a slap on the wrist and we come home and they tell us what we did?
True.
Oh, my brother, yeah, he got that. You know, he got that good ass whooping when my mom came back out, got a cup of water, and said, I'm going back up there for round 2.
All that rapscallion.
So, asshole or not the asshole? Asshole in the right way?
Asshole in the best way for me, yeah. The kid's an asshole, but it's the best kind of asshole.
I'm going to say not an asshole, only because he did tell him no, and then they escalated it to bring the asshole out of him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been just a no, and then they could have just gotten the picture just without the flipping off or something like that.
Without the drama, yeah.
Yeah.
True. You know, you kind of roll the dice when you're at amusement parks, public space, open to assholes or just people that can say no. I was like, nah, I'm good. And then if you escalate it like that, yeah. So, asshole in the best kind of way.
Asshole.
So then Miguel's up next?
Asshole. Oh, it's me. Okay.
What? Wait, are you okay? You're glitching all over the place.
Oh no! Am I glitching? Ah!
Well, your camera's doing something wild on my screen.
I don't know. Ignore it. It's nothing. I think I touched it. If I touch it, it does that sometimes. Oh! Ah!
Oh shoot!
Oh my gosh!
I'm glitching
This is
out.
like watching super old television when they had like some buggy issue every now and then. My favorite channel was always the Snow Channel. Snows all the time.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think it's good now. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. So, am I the asshole for not allowing a woman to go into the backyard because I'm living in her childhood home? I was home alone with my and my fiance was at work. We live in a nice home in a very safe part of town. This was 1 p.m. and I was doing the dishes when all of a sudden the doorbell rang. Ding, 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 ding. I went to check the peephole and it was a woman, a man I didn't recognize. I opened the door and asked them if they needed help. The woman introduced herself as Lacey and the man as her fiance, Todd. Lacey told me she lived in my house when she was a little girl. She wanted to look around at the backyard since that was where she had her fondest memories. I told her no, and it visibly upset her. Her fiance said it would only take 3 minutes, but I told them I didn't know them and I was uncomfortable. Lacey then told me I knew kindness was very rare these days, and then they left. Am I the asshole? Edit. Yikes. Just asked my neighborhood who lived in her home for decades if somebody named Lacey lived next to her. She said the previous owners she knew fairly well and who themselves lived in the house for a very long time were childless, and weren't close to their families. She never saw a little girl and never heard the name Lacey. Oh no! Edit number 2! Hold on, edit number 2! Thanks so much for your support. I talked to the police and gave them the descriptions of the creeps. I also told my fiance that we're going to get the security system installed, and it really scares me to read about the amount of people who were commenting that they have left these people in. I hope this is a lesson. I am sure shows me be safe in security as well, being if it's strangers' feelings. Be kind in other ways.
I was gonna say too, before even all of that, I was gonna say, like, you don't know who these people are. They're assuming they live here. You don't know, like, this man's just being safe. If you're gonna do this, there's a whole way to do it. And then there's the edit, and it's like, motherfuckers are gonna kill me.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
God.
Oh, she let them in. Holy Jesus, that would have been bad news bears. Oh, no.
Not
Oh, we would have been like, oh, we're here for, boy. He's like, you here to steal my stuff? No, you're here to steal your love.
Oh my god, no!
No, you guys are gonna do things to me. Nah, she's just gonna watch us.
I know for a fact that could never happen to me because I've lived in this house forever and my parents told me, yeah, we bought her from an old couple. They're dead.
My family used to live here 20 years ago. Oh, that's funny.
My great
like
football.
20-something years, and I've never seen you guys once in my hallways.
Get the hell out of here.
But yeah, even without the edits, this guy wasn't an asshole. With the edits, oh yeah, he's super not an asshole. He's the best person we've seen so far.
100%. You gotta be safe, man. You don't know who's coming at your door. And it was actually a woman, and her fiance was not home, so it was just her.
Wait, it was a woman?
Yeah, it was a woman, and she was by herself.
Ah, okay.
So even more reason to be cautious. Holy moly. She dodged a bullet on that one. Definitely.
Wait, did they say it was a woman?
Yeah,
I know
says...
it said that,
yeah, it's right there on the video. It says, I was home alone. My fiance was at work. We live in a nice home, safe part of town. It was 1 p.m. doing the dishes, and all of a sudden the doorbell rang. I went to check the peephole, It was a woman I didn't recognize. And help. The woman introduced herself as Lacey. Todd told me she lived. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't say that it was a woman, but fiance. Yeah.
We just don't know, but we'll go with it, though.
Yeah. It doesn't say specifically. It could have been a man, I suppose. I don't know. I guess I just assumed. I just assumed her gender. Oh no! Oh no! I did it again.
We are unicorns in this family, sir. Now stroke my horn.
You're going to naughty jail for can I go? Can I go again? I found one.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to call my daughter by her nickname? I have 3 sons. And when I had my daughter, I was so excited. I decided to name her I decided to name her my all-time favorite girl name that I read in a book in adolescence. After Leia. Her entire life since preschool, she insisted on being called Tally. Pronounced Tally Mark. It's so ugly. I have always refused to call her that nickname and always called her by her full name, which she said she didn't like. I was very upset when she legally changed her name to Tally in her early 20s and told her that no matter what, that I'd call her Cataleya. She said that I was being disrespectful, but we eventually got over it. She got married in June, and ever since then, she's been extremely persistent on being called her nickname only. She says that she thinks I'm being rude for being the only person to use her old name, and I said it's because it's her name. Even her nickname is a shorter version of her name. I told her there's nothing wrong with having a nickname, but I won't call her. She threatened to cut me off. My husband says she's overreacting, but her brothers are on her side. Am I the asshole?
That was so stupid, it was dead silence. It was dead silence. It's like, it's being disrespectful that your mom is not calling you by the nickname, but I see it as you're being disrespectful because you don't want your mom to call you by the name she gave you.
True.
And it's just what's wrong with being called by your name? Like, do you hate your name so much that you'd rather have it the nickname?
Yeah, did she say why she wanted to be called by her nickname?
No, she just liked being called Tally.
It's just why? It's to me it's doing too much. Like, you have it where everyone's doing it except for your mom. Why? Because your mom gave you that name and your mom wants to call you by that name. My mother didn't always call me Dre or D. She always used to say, DeAndre, do the dishes. DeAndre, do this and that. I never found offense to it. So there has to be she has to hate her name and she's just not saying it. But at the same time, if she got married, when you get married, you have it to where right then and there, you can legally change your name without having to go through the whole court system. Like, you just get it changed right then and there.
Yeah.
Not just for the last name. Like, you both can change your last name to be a whole other family name. And all
really?
this other stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
You both can.
I didn't know that.
It's like, you could just do that.
So instead of being called DeAndre Green, she's literally saying, Janice Jackson?
Yeah. I can change my name to Janice Jackson, and then there we go. I don't
really?
have to go through the whole court system because I'm being named Janice Jackson. My wife's name is being changed to Angela Jackson, or if she wants to keep her last name, she can keep her last name. But yeah, that's like a small little loophole that you can do to where you can change your name without having to go through the whole court system. But she got married. She didn't do that, so I don't think that she hates her name. I just don't understand what's the point of having it to where your mom has to call you by your nickname. And then it doesn't make any more sense that the brothers are backing up her, because it's as if you all know something that your mother doesn't. Like, did something happen? Because it could be something like trauma. Like one of the YouTubers I like to watch, he told me about how one girl found out about her boyfriend cheating on her with some girl, and she found out that her favorite song was Fireflies by Owl City. So what did she do? Beat her ass to that song full blasted to where now that song traumatized her. Did something like that happen to her?
Holy crap!
It was
beat her ass to Fireflies?
Yeah, so now she forever hates that song.
Oh my god!
So I bring that up because it's like, did something like that similar happen to where now whenever you hear your actual name, you remember that ass beating you got or something?
Oh my god, that is amazing.
There has to be a reason, but so far there is no reason. Either that, or, there's information that's missing out. But
yeah.
Until that's been added onto it, this looks like the daughter and the brothers and sisters are being an asshole. Especially since, one, this is your mother and your father, they named you. They gave you that name, and now you're saying, no, don't call me that name. Cut the name in half, and that's what you're going to call me from here on out.
That's silly. I think that, the daughter and the sons are being silly. Especially calling her an asshole over it. No way.
Yeah. And I can understand if the mom at least does it every now and then, you don't have to just strictly call her by her full-on name every day. You can have it to where there's a moment where you could be like, Keisha, could you please take that out? Just sprinkle it every now and then. Like, she could do that. But mom's stronghold keeping the whole name, in which I don't blame her. That's her child. That's the name she came for, the child. So I don't see too much of an asshole coming from the mom or anything like that because of that.
Yeah, not an asshole in my book. This seems like a very minor thing.
I'm looking at the comments, and I just learned something.
What?
President General Ford, by his birth name, was Leslie Lynch King Jr.
Oh, Leslie, yeah. I remember hearing it was Leslie, but not that full name. Holy moly.
Yep, President General Ford, his full name was Leslie Lynch King Jr.
Wait, Lich King? Did he just say Lich King? Holy Jesus fuck!
Lynch, Lynch King Jr.
Oh my gosh, that is the one! Oh my jeez, holy crap! And people are saying America's past isn't racist, those dumbasses. Holy Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh Jesus! Imagine naming your family Lich King.
Oh no, I can imagine it. Hey, what's your name? My name is DeAndre. Lich King. DeAndre. Don't fuck with me, Chad. Just flip his papers over and walk over to the break room like nothing happened.
Oh my gosh!
John Wayne's real name is Marion Morrison.
Okay, that's not that bad.
I was change my last name to Morrison too. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta get the paperwork done for that.
Oh, Morrison. Oh, jeez Louise.
Elton John's was Reginald Dwight. Oh, Dwight!
Yeah, see, well, that's just like a normal name, but fucking Lich King. Oof, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember. I know somebody had a ridiculous name, and it was like, thank God I changed it. Who was it? No, it wasn't Oprah.
I don't think Oprah's her real name, though.
No, what's the name of that one black lady with the dreadlocks? The older black lady.
Dreadlocks?
She's known for some stuff in the past.
I can't remember.
Now she does.
I'm trying to think who has dreadlocks. I'm not even sure.
As of like...
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe she had a ridiculous name.
That's more ridiculous than Whoopi Goldberg? I mean, that's pretty funny name on its own.
Whoopi Goldberg is a household name.
I don't know. I think it sounds kind of funny. Like, irregardless of context, it's a funny sounding name.
Now whoopee you.
You will be my Goldberg.
No.
Okay, no. It wasn't that her name was like really outrageous. It was just that I couldn't say her first name very well.
Whoopi.
Karyan? No, her first name is Karyan.
How do you say that?
Karyan.
Karyan?
Karyan.
Ellen Johnson?
It's Caryn. So
yeah.
Karyan and Lane Johnson.
Oh my gosh. That is a hard name to say.
Yeah, okay. I just remember like there was something about her name that I didn't like, and it was like the way it feels when I say her name. That's what I didn't like.
Okay.
So that's her actual name.
Yeah, Karyan Elaine Johnson.
Okay.
Now it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Because that sounds better in a acting thing, more recognizable.
I want to say a lot of actors have always changed their names.
They do. Yeah, it's part of becoming popular. In fact, I can't
Especially
think of
in the
one.
porn history.
Oh yeah, porn industry.
Oh, porn industry, not history. Porn industry. Sure, okay,
you're up.
Okay. Am I the asshole for insisting my brother's girlfriend provides she's pregnant or she has to move out? Okay, so... Oh, yeah?
What? Am I the asshole for something about her being pregnant?
Yeah, am I the asshole for insisting my brother's girlfriend proves she's pregnant or she has to move out?
Prove?
Yeah, she has to prove that she's pregnant.
Okay, I got you. Continue.
Okay, so I gave my brother and his girlfriend the 30-day notice and they were to leave this Friday. But as of late Friday, I have my own place to myself again. Basically, they fed me a bunch of lies since I gave them the 30-day notice. First, it was she can't get an appointment or an ultrasound because of all of the COVID patients. Then, brother's girlfriend shows me a sonogram picture from her phone that I later found on Google Image. I asked why it was on her phone. She said it was emailed to her after her doctor's appointment that she couldn't get. Then, my brother brought home baby clothes last week to sell the lie, I guess. But they weren't clothes for a newborn. It was a lot of 9 to 12 months and 2T, which is 2 months. When I asked him why none were proper clothes for a newborn, he said so he can grow into them. Was told she was pregnant with a girl. I didn't bother to ask any more questions because I knew it was going to be lies on top of lies. Then Friday, I got home to them arguing and at each other's throat. Eventually, I called the cops because they weren't letting up. At this point, they both had come clean with the truth. Brother's truth. His girlfriend is the reason he was kicked out of his place. Then she needed a place to stay because her parents kicked her out, so she forced him to let her stay in my house by fake being pregnant. He said after the first month he knew she wasn't pregnant because she got her period, but she forced him to keep up the lies, so I'd let her stay. Girlfriend's truth. Brother invited her to stay at my place, and to make sure I wouldn't say no, he told her to fake a pregnancy and I'd be sympathetic. Won't go into details, but I'm 100% certain that part she said was true. And I wouldn't question her using tampons as well using tampons as he'll make up a lie for her. She said he told her to eat up all of the food because it'll make it seem legit. So that's about all. I'm still unsure who's telling the truth, but they both got all of their belongings and went their own way, I assume. So it's not my problem anymore.
Okay, so, yeah, they admitted they lied, right?
They both admitted they lied, but now he's confused as to which one of these truths is the actual truth. Like, was it the brother who was telling her to lie about being pregnant, or was it the girlfriend who was saying that the brother was the one who was saying that she should lie about being pregnant?
No. Well,
I mean, it doesn't matter because they both seem to have been lying, so both y'all can kick rocks.
Yeah, they're both kind of dumbasses and... Yeah, Yeah, no. This guy is definitely not an asshole. Sounds like he's got a toxic family member and he married a toxic lady. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Pretty straightforward, not an asshole. Josh?
No.
Yeah. Not an asshole.
It's just so straight to the point.
Just nope.
I was gonna say too, this kind of reminded me of one of the ones that we did before with the I can't remember it, but it felt similar, as if this was a continuation of one of the other ones that we did on our other podcast.
Yeah, kind of. I can't remember the one, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because I do remember boyfriend, girlfriend moving in with the brother, and then there was a bunch of problems, and then he said, alright, I'm kicking y'all out.
Yeah. Why do you lie about having a baby? I mean, oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
It just seems like these two need to get a job and take care of themselves.
Seriously, Jesus Christ.
Most of these are like easy.
Well, let me try one. This one looks like it might be challenging. Let me see. Am I the asshole for buying my daughter a car for her birthday? This one sounds like let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, my ex and I are divorced. My ex now has a new family now, including a son with her husband. They are 2 years apart, 18 and 16. They both live with my ex and her husband. So after buying my daughter a car for her birthday, my ex gave me a call and told me that it was unfair to buy one kid a car and not the other, now that they are both have their license. I can't really understand the perspective since he is not my son. He's hers. She told me that they're still siblings who live together, and now she has a car while he doesn't. She said they can't afford to get him one, and that she can tell he's jealous, and it hurts him. She said she understood where I was coming from, but she still thought it was wrong to get one car but not the other. I do feel the kid, even though he isn't my own. His mother and father aren't as financially stable as myself. Edit. In the past, I've gotten him a gift for Christmas, PS5, some games my daughter picked out last year. Just because I know his parents can't afford Christmas. I spent a lot on my daughter, and my justification for it was that I didn't want him to feel left out. So I think that's where she got the idea from. So that's my fault. I let his mom give it to him as if they had bought it. So just so that I didn't make things between my ex and her new husband awkward.
This guy's extremely nice. That's all I gotta say. No asshole in his blood.
Yeah.
At least to me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. What do you do in that situation, though? Do you not buy your daughter a car then, or?
Shoot. I had to buy my own car. I wish I got a car.
Yeah, same situation for me. I had to fucking teach myself to drive.
This guy's just giving cars away to his kids, and is like, should I give cars away to a kid that's not technically mine, but...
Shit, I'll trade my family literally for almost anybody, but this guy definitely in a heartbeat.
I learned how to drive by literally age 6 by backing out the car.
Oh, shit.
And then I actually took a joyride in my dad's work truck, which was a manual, and I learned.
I got a story for y'all.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's funny because you say 6. This happened when I was 5. So when I was 5 years old, right? My mom had this old bucket car that she loved because she had finally got a car for once. She got this bucket car, and she left me in the car to go do something inside the store. I don't remember what store or anything of it. I have a memory of myself doing it, but I don't remember like the end results of it all. And it came up to me in a dream, so I told my mom about it. I was like, I remember like you leaving to a store and me going in the driver's seat. And this has happened like multiple times, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that was the day you really pissed me off." I was like, "What? What happened?" So apparently, 5-year-old me was left in the car alone. My mom went inside the store, and she was in there for quite a long time. So apparently, I hopped over to the driver's seat where she apparently left the car keys inside. And she only had the car on neutral with the emergency brakes on, which is really weird. So me pretending to drive and everything like that, I look at the emergency brakes, thinking I'm hitting the jet fuel. I'm like, yeah. And the car goes backwards and crashes into a car behind me. From then, I get up, I go to the passenger seat, put my seatbelt on, and I just sat there and waited for her to come over.
Did you pull the brake back up?
No, I did not. That's how she found out.
Oh
no! Oh
she was
my
like,
god!
"Why isn't the emergency brake-up?" And I was like, "The what?"
The what?
She was like, This was up here.
The moment you said what? Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh!
So she got mad at me and she was telling me this. She was like, "Yeah, I wanted to beat your ass so badly." But we were in public. And I was like, "That's fucked up." She was like, "How's that fucked up? You wrecked my car." I was like, "You left a child in a car with the keys in, on neutral, with just the emergency brakes up.
Yeah.
How long were you in there until I got bored and played driving and did all that?"
Neutral? What? And you're 5 and you're in a car by yourself.
So I told her, this was all your fault. You needed an ass whooping. And my grandma was sitting there in the corner and she was like, "I should have whooped your ass for my grandma."
Was the car automatic or manual?
Automatic. My mom was too scared to stick driving.
Oh my god!
It would be so easy to put it in park. Why have it in neutral? I don't understand.
I have no idea. But yeah, nobody in my family knows how to drive stick except for me. And I specifically learned stick just so that way my brother wouldn't try to steal my car. And so that way no one could ask me, "Hey, can I borrow your car?"
Yeah.
When I had my A4 Quattro, I was living it. I just used to sit back and people were like, "Can I borrow your car?" I was like, "You know how to drive stick?" Cars are still.
You know, I tried that. I had, my dad's work truck. It was like a Mazda B2200. It was stick. I got it. Oh, well, I didn't get it. I had to buy it off. I had to buy that car.
Yeah.
And drive it around. It was one of my cars. And, thinking like, oh, people don't know how to. There are so many people that know how to drive stick. At least in my circle of friends. And it's like, oh, yeah, I know how to drive it. Like, God damn it! There's no way around it. If someone knows how to drive stick, they know how to drive automatic, and it's like,
yeah.
I know. That's why my next license, I'm gonna have to get a motorcycle because I kind of do want one.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, I want to get Kawasaki. Something in Kawasaki.
Oh, a Ninja?
Yeah, but I think that would be way above my price range, depending on where I go.
It's like 7, like depending what year you get. Like I know for like 2016 or 2015, it's like I think it was 10,000. I last checked.
No, that's not too bad then. I was thinking like somewhere around like 7K probably.
Yeah, but, for a motorcycle, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a motorcycle, it's really good. Have you seen the new Indian motorcycles? They're good looking, but goddamn, the price of a car.
Really?
Jeez.
Like
I'm gonna have to wait though. I want to first pay off this car, then use the entire money on that to get my 86. But that's depending, because then I don't know if I'll have my 86 before I move to Chicago, or if I'll get my 86 when I'm in Chicago. Probably when I'm in Chicago because of the fact that once I'm a paralegal, I'll be making 4 times more money than I am at Target.
Yeah.
I'll probably say, before you become a paralegal, because at that point you can buy any car you want.
Yeah.
I want a Lambo. So your credit score sucks. Did I say what my credit score is, or did I say I want a Lambo, sir?
I want the Lambo.
He's over there getting me the keys. He's like, "What's going on? Are you upset? He just hit you." I don't know, but I'm in love with him.
The hell?
I'm thinking of what's her name from Archer, the one that likes being physically abused and emotionally abused. It's her turn on.
What?
My God. My God.
Hold on. Let me show y'all.
No.
Oh no.
The humanity. DeAndre, what are you looking at? Look at all those stuff you have.
Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, I got you. I remember, yeah. Archer's too funny, man. Archer's too funny. That show. Oh my gosh. She's a freak, man. She's a freak.
She is open to
anything, anywhere, anytime.
You got one lined up, Miguel?
Let me see. Oh yeah, you go first.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my magic.
Your magic? Magic?
There we go.
What kind of magic you doing?
Smoke screen.
Oh.
That's not magic. That's a ninjutsu.
Oh wait, let me hide your screen so nobody sees.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You have to watch the senpai stream to find that one.
I was gonna say it's not against TOS either.
Okay, good.
Am I the asshole for not learning sign language for stepdaughter?
Maybe.
I, a 30-year-old female, have been married to Buford, a 40-year-old male, for about a year. I brought Jay, 8-year-old male, and Juniper, 5-year-old female, from the past marriage. And until very recently, we thought Buford had no children. We had no intentions of having more kids. As it happens, though, it turns out Buford actually does have a daughter, Marquita, 15-year-old female. Her mom did not tell Buford about her pregnancy and ultimately moved states. So he had no idea until she reached out on Facebook. We were a little dubious, but she turned out to be right. Marquita and Mom moved back to our state in the meantime and lived about 40 minutes from us. She wants visitation with Buford, which he has agreed to. There's no formal custody arrangement between Buford and Mom, so it's basically just sporadic weekends and school holidays. Usually this is just between the two of them, but sometimes she comes to the house and has even slept over a few times. Here's my dilemma. Marquita is hearing impaired. I'm not entirely sure to what degree, but I do know she almost exclusively uses ASL. No one in our family knows ASL, but Buford has been trying to learn for her. The last time Marquita was Here, he pitched to me the idea of using sign language as a family. The truth is that I really don't know if that is worth the effort. Marquita is present at our house maybe once a month. I would consider it if she were going to be over more often, but I work 48 hours a week and I just don't have time for something like this. I know 3 different languages, one of which was in adulthood, and it was very difficult for me difficult for me even 15 years ago. I just can't fit something like that into my life. But I told Buford that Jay and Juniper can still learn if they're interested. The kids don't want to, since I'm not. And now Buford thinks I'm being ridiculous since I have no other way of communicating with Marquita. I told him we can work something out, but he didn't want to hear it, honestly. Marquita also thinks I should learn some basic signs.
Wait. Was that a joke?
What?
You say he didn't want to hear me? Is that a joke?
No pun intended.
That kind of sounds like a fucking joke.
I was like, no.
I just heard that.
I'm like, no pun.
I was sitting here like, what are you talking about? What joke? And then I get it.
Continue. Sorry, I heard that. I couldn't help it.
I told him we can work something out, but he didn't want to hear it, honestly. Marquita also thinks I should learn some basic signs, but between work and the kids, even that would be a struggle. Am I the asshole for not wanting to learn sign language?
I mean...
The silence is impeccable.
Oh, can you not hear me?
I wanted to say something first.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Is it his daughter?
Yeah, it's the male's father. I mean, it's the father. It's the male's daughter.
It's Buford's biological daughter, supposedly.
Yeah, so it is his daughter then, right?
Yeah. Supposedly, the mother that
they're divorced, right?
Yeah, no. The mother that had Marquita never told Buford about the daughter, and they moved out of state and only recently, reached out on Facebook and said, "You have a daughter," and then moved back to the state.
Oh. So yeah, she pretty much just disappeared on him, and then just randomly, "Hey, here we are. Here's your daughter." I hid her for 15 years.
Okay, well then, with that context, less of an asshole. But, I mean, I feel like when it comes to kids, especially when they're, your family and if they're, literally your kid, you should prioritize learning to communicate with them. Especially if it's something as serious as, being deaf and having to learn sign language. But, him only just realizing that she existed... does play a factor, so I don't know. I not that big of an asshole. I'm kind of conflicted, honestly.
Just in case, we're talking about the stepmom, right?
We're talking about the dad, right?
No, the stepmom has it to where. Alright, so we're judging the stepmom, not the dad. The dad's pushing the sign language on the stepmom.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is. Oh, okay. So it's not her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not her daughter, it's the boyfriend or husband's daughter.
Oh,
so yeah.
Still, I mean, similar situation. I get it, she's not yours, but if she's your husband's, I feel like at least learning the basic sign language, she should make time from a moral standpoint. But, I understand,
Here's what I would learn. Go away.
Just go away?
Bug your mother. Go away.
Well, I thought that's father, right? Because she's a woman.
That's what I'm, if I ever come with a girl, get with a girl, that has a daughter who has hearing impairment is like, go away. There's my little bit that I've learned. Go away.
Are they?
I was gonna say that she's not an asshole, and only because one, you had it to where this girl just dropped into your lives when you haven't seen her for 15 years. It's already kind of an asshole thing that the mother did the same thing to the father, and then you just ready to drop out. Now it's a good thing that he's like, oh, I want to be there for the daughter, and I want to learn the sign language, and that's a good thing. But it's kind of an asshole thing to make it to where, out of nowhere, hey honey, you gotta learn sign language because I have a daughter that I didn't find out about until now. So now you gotta learn sign language. By the way, she's only here once a month, and it's like, what the fuck? Why learn a whole nother language for someone you only see once a month that randomly dropped into your life, and not even like fully in your life? Like it's once a month or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when she's 3 more years from turning 18, in which she's gonna be going to college, and if she's not college, then it's just whatever she's gonna be doing and such like that.
Yeah.
In which you're pretty much asking someone, like, take away from like her stepkids, the kids that she has. Say if this was like 2 single couples, and out of nowhere, someone brought in that, an ex of mine who has this child that has a lot of needs is coming into family, so you gotta learn to help me change the diaper of a 15-year-old and all this other stuff. And it just seems a little selfish. Now, I understand him being upset because, this is his wife. You would think that she would support and help.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's not understanding that his wife already knows 3 languages. And the more language you know, the harder it gets, because you're, like, I mess up a lot of stuff because I barely know a little bit of, like, French, English, and some Spanish. Mm-hmm. But there are some words, especially with French and Spanish, that get mixed up, and it's like I'm messing my own self up within it. So adding even more language, yeah, it is with just your hands and everything like that, in which it gets difficult, because sign language, I have an easier time learning Spanish or French than I did sign language. Because sign language, you have a whole lot of hand movements and phrases that you don't know that you're doing and saying yourselves. Especially like this, thank you, and this is please.
And this is a bad word.
Wait, what?
This is like, fuck you.
Oh, okay, and then like this is little N-word. I don't know if you can say
I don't know that one.
I have to say it off stream just to make sure if it's even okay. Because apparently you can say it with an A, but think of piglet.
Uh-huh.
But then you replace the P with the...
Oh no. Oof.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know if you can say it, but you can say the word, but with the A at the end.
Actually, is sign language TOS? Like, if I sign the bad words in TOS, will I still get, like, fined or shut down?
Yeah.
Really?
The TOS for that. Yeah. I don't think so.
No,
you're signing with the ER.
Yes, you would.
That's like, oh, we saw him sign that. Oh, he's going down.
Shut it down.
Well, can you imagine by chance, random person, that sign language or like has hearing impairment, and then sees you sign like.
No, I get you.
Or someone that knows sign language that sees that like.
I just don't know, like, how they would find out. Like, with the hearing, they just listen for the word. But with the other one, they'd have to have some type of AI watching all the footage, too, then, to scan for that, right?
Yeah, but you know what would be worse? Someone accidentally doing the sign language for it, and they're just playing Just Dance.
No. Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like she could learn the, like, very basics, like a hello, how are you, like, the basics. Maybe not go in depth, obviously, for someone that's not even she's related to. I don't know, I think a little bit of an asshole, only a little bit, though. I understand her plight.
No,
I was going to say that when it came to learning sign language, the first thing I made sure to learn was I don't want to date you.
That's the mandatory first thing you have to learn.
That was the first thing I learned to sign.
Right.
And all that was just so that this girl, who I told verbally I'm not interested, and when she wouldn't listen to me, I assumed that I had to use sign language. So that was the first sentence I learned. I sat at home for 6 hours making sure I mastered it and had it memorized so I didn't slip up just to make sure, because the more words I'm giving her, these jutsu hand signs will just play. No. But yeah, that was like the first thing I learned. I don't want to date you.
Savage.
Anyways, your opinion, Deandre, asshole or not?
I'm gonna say not, only because this was all dropped and the daughter's only there once a month. If she was there at like every weekend, I would say, yeah, just learn the basics at the least. But since she's there just once a month, it just seems like she's barely even gonna be interacting with the daughter. So it's,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my thing. I think she's an asshole. Honestly.
Like a big asshole or a little asshole?
An asshole. Like a regular defined asshole as bad. Like a bad asshole.
Oh, why so?
One thing. Where do you find most men that would be willing to take a daughter that he never knew was his and to take the time to learn sign language for his daughter? Not only that, but he remarries and takes care of 2 more children that aren't his.
Yeah, that's a good dad, for sure.
This dad goes out of his way.
The thing is that the daughter came in after the 2 kids, though.
Remind you, these 2 kids came from another marriage.
Yeah, well, he's a dad that loves... I can't say he's a good dad because he is losing all his wives, and we don't really know why, but he's definitely good to his kids.
But, like, the problem I see is that with his situation, it's not that, this is my daughter. This wasn't at the beginning of the relationship. In the beginning of the relationship, he already knew that she had kids. She had it to where he had no kids. He had it to where he had no kids. And then out of nowhere, we're going to dump a kid on you. And now, since this kid was dumped on me, I'm going to dump some of the responsibilities on you, so you need to learn sign language so that you can communicate with our new daughter.
Did he say she had to learn? Like, was she forcing him to learn? Forcing her to learn?
No, but that's kind of like how the story's being seen. Like, not forced, but...
kind of shamed into it, right? Like, a little bit. Yeah. Like, you should learn.
Pressured into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should learn. This is your daughter now that, I just randomly got right now. And I use sign language to communicate with her. And even though she's only coming once a month, you should learn sign language so that you can communicate with her.
That is a lot to...
Okay, let me read this. Let me read this portion.
Okay.
The last time Marquita was here, he pitched the idea of learning sign language as a family. The truth is, I really don't know if it's worth the effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So she's basically this person is saying, yeah, it's not my kid. She only comes once every so often. Why bother? She's deaf. She can't hear me say, oh God, that blouse is terrible on her. She looks like a slut. She looks like a hooker. My God.
I get what you mean. It's a little... I get the joke you're adding on. But I get what you mean. Like, she doesn't feel attached to this kid, and that's... But I mean, like, she's not attached to the kid, right? Because she just met the kid.
Just like Buford. These 2 kids that that this other woman has, that Buford is married to, has 2 kids. He could be like, nah, I don't want to feed those kids. Those kids aren't mine. Like,
yeah.
Like, go tit for tat. Like, he's not saying he's forcing. No, he's saying, like, hey, I want us to be a family. Do you think we can learn sign language as a family? And the kids only decide not to learn sign language only because the mom doesn't want to.
Oh, that is right. The kids did back her up. That's true.
Yeah, but again, the only problem is that everything that she has and everything that all of her flaws are right then and there from the beginning. This is a man who did take her in when she has these 2 kids and everything like that. She took him in when he had no kids. But now we're getting kids, now we have to learn, and now this stuff is building up. Now, had it been from the very beginning, and she's saying all of this, I would have been like, oh no, she's being an asshole. But because this was dropped onto them out of nowhere, and he's expecting her to like, hey, let's be a family, we gotta learn this language. And then, especially with the fact that, even so, being a family, yeah, you guys are close as a family, but you don't have a say-so in what they decide to do for that child.
Yeah.
And what I mean for that is where she's going to go to school, throughout elementary, junior high, and in high school, who's going to be an insurance beneficiary, who's the emergency contact. You don't have no control of that. You can just talk to her and get close, but then that's it. They are the ones who decide everything else when it comes to raising her.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of the times when people are like, I don't want to be with somebody who already has a kid, it's understandable because, well, one, you're taking care of somebody else that you didn't make with you, and that it's somebody else. And then two, there's always ended up building of that drama when it comes to being with somebody who has a kid with somebody else, and she doesn't like you, or, she wants you out of the picture because she wants to get back with him or some stuff like that. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff in it, but the main thing is that the only reason why I don't see her as an asshole is because not everything was brought up right then and there. Things are popping up here and there now. Versus if she already knew all this and she decided no.
Yeah.
Well, here's the plot twist. Here's the plot twist. This person has been labeled an asshole.
Oh, by you? You mean by you?
No, not just by me. Including all the people that are commenting. One of the biggest ones I've ever seen on here. You are the asshole. Top 3. Like, some of these people are saying, think about the children.
Think about the children. Well, I mean,
think about it.
I mean, like, hold on. Because, like, there are sacrifices that you make for family, right?
Yeah.
It's like, for family, you're like, all right, I'll make some minor inconveniences in order to, what's the word? Like, so you can connect better with them, right? You make sacrifices. If, like, your daughter is deaf, you learn sign language because you got to be able to communicate with that daughter, and you don't want to lose that kind of emotional connection. With her, I feel like she's sort of. Go ahead.
Not only that, what about if, like, there's an accident? What if, like, the daughter's trying to tell the mom, is like, oh, Buford got in an accident, come quick. And then the mom was like, what is it, girl? What is it?
What is it, Lassie? Is Jimmy stuck in the well?
I'm using talking a point over there.
Buford stuck on a pole. But
a lack of communication can be a problem for, like, developing a family relationship. I think is part of people's problems, and a lot of people think that because you're family, you should make those types of sacrifices. But making that, putting that much on a new family member, or the modern wife is an example. I think it's a bit unfair because she's just been put into this. That being said, I do think they should come to a middle ground, and she should learn at least a little bit of sign language, just so that just so that bond isn't completely severed by her sternness of not learning sign language. You get me? It's sort of like, I'll do a little bit just so you're happy, and, like, I'm not going farther because you're not my kid, and I don't want to sacrifice that much of my time. You know? Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I find her as just a little bit of an asshole, but forgivable. Definitely forgivable. But, yeah, in my head.
So, DeAndre labels her not an asshole. I label her an asshole. And
I'm kind of in the middle.
In the middle, so the assholes win in this case.
Well, no, it's technically 50-50. Yeah, it's tie.
No, assholes win.
Hey, you can't just decide assholes win.
Like I said, if they both had known about this daughter and she had already known about the whole situation, oh yeah, she would be an asshole. But
yeah, like if she had known for a long time, and this kid has been there in her life for the longest time, and she's just ignoring him, then yeah, that's different. But like, since the kid was just dropped on her like last second, it's like, oh hey, you got another kid. You're like, what the? How many people are you fucking, man? Like, how much dick you slinging, man? How much dick you slinging? Jesus Christ. Keep it in your pants.
I honestly think it's enough. But
well, yeah. Again, I agree with you to an extent, but I feel like it's not that much. But hey, we can go to the next one. You guys ready for something a little bit different?
Yeah.
Alright, so I saw this earlier on TikTok. It's a video that I want your guys' opinion on. Is that okay?
Hey, right quick. Is it by that one bald dude that has like the headsets on and he's just in this little purple room?
No.
Shoot, alright, not the guy I watch.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now.
This is a little darker. Let's see if I can get to it. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Oh, no, not like that. Put it
definitely not like that.
You can see it.
I keep hearing random noise on Discord.
Can you not see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
I can somewhat. I can only see a port. I can see only what looks like to be a girl with long hair, a shirt, sitting in a chair, and it says interrogation on the far right corner.
Yeah, it is an interrogation. Hold on. Let me do this real fast. I can fix this.
So look, when you said interrogation, I was looking all in the bottom of the title, and then it's in the top right.
Top right corner. I said far right, but you get the picture. It says interrogation.
So let's see what happens in here.
Hold on. Can you see it, Josh?
Grandma celebrates killing son-in-law.
Oh, spoilers, but okay, yeah, just listen. And
oh, thank you.
Can you guys hear it?
Boy. Oh boy.
Nope.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Is this the girl that kills her boyfriend?
No. How do I make sure you guys can hear the sound?
I have no idea.
I'm trying to think. Because I can show you guys the video, but I can't show you the sound. Maybe if I do this.
Wait, did you guys see the sound on mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why isn't it playing the sound for yours?
Advanced audio properties.
DeAndre, just set Miguel,
monitor and output. Okay, here. And then... Alright, let me know if you can hear it now.
Oh, bitch, I actually went all the way up.
Can you hear it now?
Oh, thank you.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just send you the link then, I guess. I'll put it in the...
Got it.
You got it?
Link in the description below.
Enter.
Here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah, you want to watch it on stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it popping up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Laura's husband has passed away. Laura's husband is killed. We're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask you some questions because we're trying to figure out what happened.
The cries quickly turn into contempt.
That's the big thumbs down. He didn't like it.
Cynthia tells Detective Gerard has been abusive to her, her daughter Laura, and her grandkids for years, saying Gerard has sprayed her with water, tripped her, and choked Laura.
Oh, this is the whole one. I was going to show you the clip.
Oh, just a clip?
Yeah. Oh, this is the whole thing, though. But that's okay. You can let it play.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Well, okay, I was going to... Because I was gonna play the part where she says like, "Yeah, I'm glad he shot him and everything." Like I had a little clip, and then I was gonna explain the full story, but that one, yeah. She ended up shooting him like 12 times, 15 times, I guess, and then 12 actually hit his body. And apparently, she said later that he was being abusive to the family or something.
I'm trying to relax my face because that was.
Yeah, yeah, it gets worse, but yeah.
It was looking somewhat good because it seemed as though like, oh, he's been abusing me. He's been abusing my daughter. Beating the shit out of us and stuff like that.
They hadn't finished. Apparently, what pushed her over the edge was that her husband passed away recently, and they got her ashes. And apparently, her daughter was supposed to take the ashes and go dump them in like a mountain or something. I don't know the full details. But that guy got angry with a fight with her and ended up dumping his ashes out like in the trash. Her husband's ashes. The grandpa's ashes.
You see, like, the grandma and the son-in-law are both just...
Yeah, no, they're... And then she just was like, okay. And then fucking shot him in the back. And then, yeah. I didn't know that she went back to her car, reloaded twice, and kept shooting him.
That's the part that had me. Like, the first time we fought, I was like... Damn, she really... And then I saw that there was like... Oh, and then she went into her car to get 5 more. I was like, bitch, what the fuck you need 5 more for?
Like, I don't see how...
Like, holy crap. It's terrifying.
No, I don't see how she says that, oh, I shot 15 times but only reloaded twice. Like, it's a 5...
Well, she had it loaded first, and then she loaded 5. She reloaded once, which would be 10, and then she reloaded a second time, which would be... Yeah. So, 3 rounds, 3 clips, yeah.
At this point, if once you shot the 5, and he wasn't dead, why didn't you just end it by shooting him in the head? And then when you went to 10 and saw that man was still alive, why not just, let me put it in the chamber, into the head? Let me just shoot 5 more randoms.
DeAndre, this is...
What?
It's white people.
Oh,
they confuse me.
Yeah.
They hurt my head.
We're basically, like...
It's just white people.
Like, if you're gonna kill somebody, like, just get it over with.
Yeah, no, she hated this guy.
Don't take my advice, killers. Don't take my advice if any killers are watching.
But holy crap.
And matter of fact, when you reload the gun, don't do it from your car or home bullets. You go all the way to the ammunition store that's 2 cities over and get more ammunition there. 2 cities over. I think that'll be enough time for the ambulance to get there, right?
Hopefully. But yeah. So apparently that he'd been abusing his daughter and granddaughter, or her daughter and granddaughter, for a long time, and she hated him apparently from the beginning. And then her husband dying and the ashes not being spread properly was the final straw, and she just unloaded on him. Apparently, that's what I heard on TikTok and everything. Because everybody on TikTok was like, well, fuck that guy. Good for her. She shouldn't even go to jail and everything. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? She killed... And she's like all happily and gleeful, telling the granddaughter, come here, hug me. And she's like, no, you killed my dad. She's like, oh, fuck him. Come here, hug me.
Like, to me, this all could have been worked out if they had reported the abuse and everything else like that.
Oh, yeah.
That would have stopped them. And then this lady would have been like, yeah, got a restraining order, kicked out of my house, and he's on the list.
Well, you know what?
Instead, she went straight for
the people. You know what the people?
Stab, dead.
Shoot, dead. But yeah, but you know what the people on TikTok said? Shoot. They were like, "Oh, the law doesn't work. You think the law is gonna stop him? Nah, you gotta shoot the fuckers." Yeah, that's what the people in the comments are saying. Like, it was all those kinds of comments. It was crazy. And I'm just like, honestly, what is wrong with you people?
Honestly,
bloodthirsty motherfuckers. Go ahead.
I think in this case, the son-in-law or the grandson or whatever.
Son-in-law.
The man was an ass. The man was an asshole, and she was just a murderer.
Yes! She went to the whole other level and just became a
You know what
murderer.
happened? She got hit with the Joker syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Joker got to her, and then she was just like, I did it, Joker. She just started popping up with Harley Quinn makeup, like, where's my snookums?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Pudding.
Well, she does kind of sound like Harley Quinn, not gonna lie. She's kind of like an old, fat version of Harley Quinn or something. I don't know. It's horrific, man. Well, like a jolly old fat lady, except she murders people.
Jolly old fat lady.
Like, had this been a whole meeting about, like, we kicked him out of your house and we got the restraining order. You got the restraining order? Yep, he's not allowed
Yeah,
within 300 feet of you. 300
Oh, yes.
feet?
Oh, yes.
300 feet! Ooh!
No, she wanted that.
It was, is he dead? No. I fucking did it. Just boom! Boom! You should have seen me, bro. I put 15 in there and then I teabagged him and then I pushed it to the IHOP. Or was it Denny's?
It was Denny's.
Yeah.
She went, and I didn't even know that part. Apparently, she went to Denny's and had a birthday because it was her birthday when all this happened. She waited
went to the Denny's. She went to the casino, and then she went to another restaurant. Like,
she waited until her birthday to kill this motherfucker. Oh my god.
that's why she was probably extra curious. She was like, I won big at the casino. I got my free pancakes at the Denny's. I got my free meal at Alberto's. And then, what? He's dead? Yeah. Now, the only thing I need to do is get away from this scot-free, and this is the best birthday ever.
She's insane, man. This woman, I don't know. And then everybody's like cheering her in the comments. That's even the more crazy thing. They're like, fuck this guy. And then I'm like, she killed him. What are you guys talking about? I mean, I'm all for, like, the guy sounded like an asshole, but she fucking killed him. That's not okay. What is happening? Society is crumbling around us.
They should have just reported, kicked his ass out, because I believe they were in her home, so they'd have to do what she says. They should have just done those two things and everything else like that. So,
well, I don't think...
say, both of them are assholes.
I don't...
But it is understandable as to why she's an asshole for it.
Well, I think she took it way too far. Way too far.
Yeah, but it was handled wrong.
Like, I understand she's angry, but you don't go shooting people. What do you think, Josh? Do you think she was justified in this killing?
Honestly, I think people are crazy nowadays.
Nowadays? I think people were crazy before. It's just like... Now there's...
How many people were exposed for it?
Now they can expose people on TikTok, yeah. That's like the only change.
No, I think more people are more aggressive nowadays. Like,
dude, have you... I mean, I've seen ladies like this before. Have you not?
I guess I've lived a shittered life. No, I guess not.
Well, yeah, back where, like, when I was young, my great granny used to talk about... Okay, this is probably a little much, but she was always really angry, and she was ex-military. Because she actually, like, during World War II, she flew planes over to, to England during the war effort. So she would always talk about, like, getting angry at certain people and being like, oh, I should just kill this motherfucker. And I'm like...
Something really bad.
She'd talk about it, she'd never do anything, but, like, she'd talk trash about it all the time. And then talk about,
talk, but didn't do the walk.
Yeah, but this lady, she did the walking and, you know... Like, I'd hear people... I'd hear old ladies like this talk about it all the time, but never actually, you know, get a gun, go shoot him.
When I was,
It might just be white people, though, because my great-grandmother was white, so I don't know. I don't want to be racist, but I don't know.
When I was really young, I had it to where I was doing a volunteer thing for the public voting and stuff like that. So they had us going house to house asking who they're voting for, and it was just to do a survey. We weren't like pushing like, oh no, you should vote for this person or this person. because this was during the Obama thing, and they needed one more black person, so I was asked to go. So they brought me over, and we went to a few random places where there was population of black people, populations of some Hispanics. And then we get to these trailer homes, and they're the old retirement trailer homes. And the first thing that got in my head was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get some racist white people over here."
Yeah, that's where my great grandmother lived. We lived in a trailer home for a long time.
I went in there and I was like, "Great, they're probably gonna call school. They're gonna probably call the goddamn security guards on me and some shit like that." So we go around and everything like that, and literally after an hour, security guard came up to us. It was like we were getting a call about some people walking around and knocking on people's doors for random stuff. And the thing is that the team is split into 3 teams. So one team went right, one team went middle, and our team went left. So we went over there, and he pulled us, and we were like, "Yeah, it's just as we're doing this for the blah blah blah." He's like, "All right, cool, cool. Just making sure everything's okay, because they wanted me to make sure to check you guys out." And it's like, "Nah. And do you want us to let you know where the other ones is at?" He's like, "Nah, there's no need. You just gotta check the call from over here to check on y'all." It was like, huh? Only us specifically with the black man here. All right, cool. But the upside is the next house we went to, this old lady comes on. She's like, "It is a black man." I was like, "Wait, hold on. What?" She's like, "We were told about you. You were just as cute as the other next door neighbor said." I was like, "What? You call me cute and shit? You better chill. You 60. I'll go up there." But I was like, that's kind of weird. I got one call that might have been racist, but then this lady is giving me the compliment saying that the next door neighbor said, "You're going to have a cute black man coming over real soon." And I'm like, yeah, I am sometimes. But now it's like, after that, I completely forgot about the racist stuff, but now when I remember it, I kind of want to know who the fuck called him on me. It may be 15 years later, but I want to know now.
Yeah,
now I want to know what you told them. I want to know if you told them, "Hey, there's a cute guy in our apartment complex, keep him safe." Or, "There's one of those N-words in our neighborhood. You know what to do, Officer Johnson. Just like the rest."
Oh my god. Oh my.
Old people, they have it to where they need things to go their way, or it's the highway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
More or less nowadays, yeah.
Have you hung out with a lot of older people in the past, Josh?
What?
Have you not hung out with a lot of older people in the past?
Oh yeah.
Like people this age, this woman's age?
I've hung out. I want to say I kind of get along more with older people, in a sense, but like I've never met racist old people. Like I've always stayed clear away from them.
Never?
Though I've come across here and there, but I tend to like be better of like have a good sense of judge of character. Like, oh, this guy is an asshole. I'm gonna steer clear from him. And like the most I do is like be polite, say like, "Hey, how's it going? So and so." All right, gotta go. Bye.
I don't even mean like racist. I mean more like just like really spiteful. I don't know. A lot of the older people in my life have been like very angry and spiteful at little things. It seems.
No. Yeah, definitely, I have. One good example is my ex that I've told you about.
Yeah. We don't have to name names.
Yeah, I dated someone that was a specific nationality, and the father didn't like me because of my nationality.
Yeah. Long story short.
Long story short, the grandmother, saw that I was very respectful, and you thought I was a good boyfriend, and noticed that the father, her son, didn't like me, and there was a family feud between my girlfriend's my ex-girlfriend's father and grandmother. Like, they hated each other. They lived in front of each other. They hated each other. Didn't like each other. Every morning, if they would see each other, she would flip him off or say, "Go to hell," and he would say, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
They hated each other. Spiteful old woman.
Yeah, just like this lady. But, again, she took it to a whole other level. But,
I was
yeah.
gonna say too, I think it's funny that I've dealt with more racist people around my age than old people.
Really?
If you were to subtract that incident, because I don't know if it was racist or not, without fully knowing what they said to him, all racist interactions I've ever had were people around my age and younger. So I kind of want.
Really? Because I've had kind of the opposite. Most people my age, well, I don't know. I'm also mixed, so, and I think I look. What do you guys think? Do I look more Latino than white or Asian?
Asian. You look more Asian than
Than
else.
Latino. But I mean, when you first saw me, did I look more Latino or Asian or white?
When I first saw you, you look more Latino.
Yeah,
Almost
with a name
Latino.
like Miguel Iniguez, most people assume Latino.
No, even when I didn't know your name, because you didn't introduce yourself, and Alex didn't know who you were at first at all.
Yeah, because I only knew Reina and James.
Yeah, we met at James's party
Yeah.
through Jose, and I didn't know your name, so when I first saw you, I was like, "Oh, another Mexican."
A little racist, but okay.
No, that happens all the time. Like, whenever I go to a party, there's another black guy that walks up to me and says, "Thank God."
Like, oh, another black guy, thank God.
I happened at the James party. What's his name that came by? He was like,
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
he's another black
that's
guy.
right. That did happen. You're right. I forget his name, but you're right. You're like, thank goodness, there were so many Mexicans.
Or was like the only white, and there was no other white that came after.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. What's his name? His girlfriend came over and she was, so. But too bad they weren't close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but get to my point though. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
That she's an asshole and crazy.
Oh yeah, no,
Well, she's a murderer. She's a murderer, and the son or the guy is an asshole.
Yeah, she's just a murderer. Like, she's a horrible person. The guy that died was an asshole, but didn't deserve to die, honestly. But what are you gonna do? I guess it just happened. Put her away for
Shit show
sure.
that was handled very poorly.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, she does remind me a lot of like my great grandmother. In a little bit in like how she talk. Like, she kind of talked like that and talked really bad about people. Except it was weird because, like, she get mad at my mom. I remember this is a weird thing. Like, she was always mad at my mom for marrying my dad because he was Mexican. But then later in life, she would start liking my dad more than everybody else in the family because he would, like, let her get away with things. So she ended up, like, not liking my mom so much, but also loving my dad, but because she hated my mom, not hated, but, like, she had, like, grievances with my mom because of my dad. So it was, like, a weird transition throughout my life. But, yeah. I don't know. Sorry. That's
This is not, like, entirely related, but I was going to say, too, was that I've never had a bad parent meet. Like, whenever I'm meeting, like, any of my girlfriend's parents,
Mm-hmm.
I never had a bad meet. And even though people tell me, like, oh, yeah, it was terrible, he threatened my life and everything like that, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, what are you guys doing to where when you go meet their parents, they're threatening your life, or they're saying this is now, they're being intimidated. Every time I go over, they're always like, hey, it's nice to meet you, and this and that. Probably because I'm dating, like, the wrong kind of girls that dads already know got problems.
And they're like, oh, thank God, she's dating a good guy. Thank goodness. Forget those
Thank
other
God.
guys.
And it's funny because even one of my, I think I mentioned this before, one of my ex's dad, used to still ask about me, even though we had broken up about, like, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. 6 years.
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I'm gonna be totally honest. When I dated my ex, that was the only confrontational parent that I had. Like, they did not like me because I was Hispanic.
Just because you're Hispanic.
Yeah, because I was Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
They like, the dad would go as far as calling me a wolf monkey. Like, what? What's a
Jesus, really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You're like, what
that
the
does.
heck is a wolf monkey? Like, all right, cool. But like, at first it didn't bug me. Like, I didn't care. But then he would like go out of his way to like, do stuff like that, or like, just random events. It's like I'd be sitting at a table, like at their family event, and he would say, "Why is the wolf monkey here? What the fuck is he doing?"
Jesus.
That's
so bad.
I was trying to introduce myself to the family, to the fact where I got mad. I slept with his daughter just for spite, out of spite. Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, yeah, I slept with you. Fuck you.
You told him that?
Yeah.
Damn.
I got mad.
Understandably.
Like, hey.
Now I know. If I have a daughter, don't piss off Josh.
Truth.
I got mad. He was an asshole, and it's like, you know what? Your daughter's virginity, it's mine.
I imagine
it's his with consent.
Yeah, with consent.
Yeah.
With consent.
With consent, 100%. That it was consent.
Yikes.
100%.
Josh gets exposed. 2037. Josh exposed for taking someone's virginity. But no. It was consent. We have text proof.
It was consensual, but still, like, I ended up telling him to his face, "Thanks for your daughter's virginity."
Damn. He must have been angry after that.
He got pissed. Like, to the point where, like, I got a warning from one of her uncles.
Really?
Saying, like, yeah, I got a warning from one of her uncles, like, dude, you need to make yourself scarce because he's asking me for a gun. It's like,
oh, shit.
I need to ask y'all a quick question.
Yeah, shoot.
Am I wrong for picturing it in my head that instead of saying thank you for the daughter's virginity, and so that I changed it to where Josh says thank you for your daughter's virginity? That's 1 down, 74 more to go. Oh no, not 74. 71 more to go.
71?
what?
Because then it's 72 virgins.
Oh. Well, Josh isn't Arabic, though. I don't know if that tracks.
I had a picture in my head. I was like, don't you fucking laugh at it. Hold it in. Let's first see if we're morally wrong for thinking that.
I'm at this point, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, at least you didn't end up like that guy. The guy from the video.
No.
Thank God.
No, first of all, I tried my very best to step on the right foot and say, "Hello, sir, my name is Josh. I would like your permission to date your..." No. Hey, get the hell out of here, fucking dirty Mexican. And I'm going to be straightforward.
Well, you're not even Mexican.
I'm not.
I know. Yeah, he was native, but I mean, like, Jesus.
He was 100% native. His daughter was 50 native and 50 Caucasian, and didn't like me. And I tried my best.
Hold on. Doesn't that kind of make her like? Because aren't Mexicans supposed to be 50 Aztec, 50 like Spaniard?
Different. I guess because it's a different, portion of North America.
Yeah.
Central America.
But still, I don't know. Racism in general is just stupid. But continue.
Yeah.
You know what I kind of want to do? I want to post am I the asshole? Because I wanted to press charges when my brother stole my car. I wonder what would my results be if I posted that and see what people are saying for it. I'm probably gonna do that.
Hey, how about?
I could tell you no, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, next time we each post our own. Are we the assholes?
Well, I say, why don't we just post our own whenever, and then on the next one we just show like what we saw and with the results and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll post one.
I feel like I would become the asshole because I would touch like the portion of parents' brains like you literally slept with someone's daughter out of spite. You're an asshole.
But come on, the guy was being straight racist to you nonstop.
You were gonna date her, so eventually it was gonna happen later on.
And
anyways.
he knew it was gonna happen either way. It's just you're throwing it in his face because he's being racist. He's literally calling you a monkey. He's literally calling you a monkey.
Did it even take long to get to the part to the bed?
What?
How long did it take before you had sex with her?
3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess that's.
I thought it was gonna be like a few
were
days.
you guys
so like
really young?
Like, it's his fault. He should have not raised a whore.
well, technically she wasn't a whore, but she was a virgin when I,
Yeah.
And we dated when I was 18 and she was 19. So yeah.
Okay, you guys were young and dumb, so yeah.
I shouldn't even be calling anyone a whore. I'd be having sex on the first day.
Yeah, you can't talk.
No, I actually tried, like, with that, like, because, at first, when I first met him, like, yeah, of course, I was a horn dog, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to sleep with her first night. But then, like, when I, finally met him, and he goes, like, what? Why am I a wolf monkey? What's a wolf monkey? So I tried my very best after that, like, hey, I'm trying my best. Like, I don't want you, like, everyone else thought I was great. He was the only, like, person that didn't like me. And didn't like me, especially after it's, like,
oh, yeah.
Daughter.
After that, yeah, no, he's not going to like you no matter what you say. You buried that in the backyard and shot it. But, yeah.
Alright. You guys down to do one more before calling it quits?
I unfortunately have to call it quits now because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Okay, but so are we gonna post it then, though? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably post mine. Well, probably right now or like later on tonight.
What should mine be?
Whatever story you think that you feel like you have to ask, like, am I the asshole for something, or should I have done something?
I don't know. Most of the ones I'm pretty clear if I was either an asshole or not an asshole. I can't think of one. I'll think about it.
I'm not gonna post anything just for the simple fact of, I don't like putting my business out there. Oh, like, even though right now I just did, but
you didn't name names.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, I'm not. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. You can hear our crazy bad shit stories then.
I feel like
being typed.
You already typing it? You're typing it right now?
I know for a fact DeAndre is not an asshole. Maybe Miguel, I feel like, would be an asshole.
Hey, dick. Just because I haven't said my story yet.
I've seen how you treat your brother.
I'm not an asshole, Tim. Come on.
Playing Red Dead, you shoot him point blank for nothing.
You shot me too. That's a brother thing. We shoot each other.
After you shot your brother.
Anyway. Yeah. Okay. I gotta end the stream. Peace, guys. Thank you for all watching. This will be on YouTube later, and next week we'll be doing Are We the Assholes? Because, yeah, we're going to put out some of our own shit and keep it anonymous.
DeAndre, not an asshole. Miguel, asshole. I'm already
you don't even give me a chance. I see. It's because I'm a wolf monkey, isn't it? It's because you think I'm a wolf monkey.
On this.
Oh,
Jesus.
Hey. That is my name. No one else.
No one else is a wolf monkey but you.
No one else is a breed between a monkey and a wolf.
Oh my goodness. Is that what you think a wolf monkey is? Okay, peace.
Alright, y'all have a good night.
Later.